The Monee Phillips Show.
You got it, girl.
You got it.
You got it, girl.
You got it.
You got it, girl.
You got
You
it.
the best. You the best. You the best. You the best. You got it.
Welcome to the Monee Phillips Show. We vibing out this week. We want to give a special shout out to all the breast cancer survivors this week. This is our breast cancer awareness show. We doing it big, like always, you know. Monee, take it away.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Monee Phillips Show. This is our Breast Cancer Awareness Week, and we have special guests in the house. We have survivors in the house tonight. So I always told you, I always do something special. This month is October, Breast Cancer Awareness Week. Also, we have domestic violence this month. So, of course, I'm always doing something great. We have great guests in the night going to tell testimonies of being a breast cancer survivor. So I'm going to have a seat and I'm going to call my first guest. All right, y'all. So look, we have a first guest in the house tonight. This lady here is going to tell us about her testimony of having breast cancer. We're going to talk about the severity of having it and what to do, and actually why you should go get checked. So come on down, Miss White. Welcome to the Monee Phillips Show.
Thank you.
All right. Welcome to the Monee Phillips Show.
Thank you.
I'm delighted to have you on the show tonight. So tell the people a little bit about yourself, Miss White.
Okay.
All right.
Hello, everybody. Hello. Thank you, Miss Monee, for having me on the show. So my name is Yvette White. I live in Memphis, Tennessee. I am married with two beautiful daughters.
All right.
And I am here today because over 3 years ago, a friend of mine called me, and she said that she was going to get a mammogram. And so I was of age, knowing that I was getting my mammograms, but I'll be honest with you, I was not going every year. So that is why I'm here. One, to let people know, do go get your get checked out.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So she told me she was gonna go get a mammogram, and so one night, I guess a couple days after that, I was just laying in the bed, and I just thought about that, and I just began to do my own exam. I started checking myself, and so lo and behold, there was a knot on my breast.
Yes.
And so it kind of startled me. So immediately, I didn't wait around. The next morning, I got up and I called the doctor.
Yeah.
Got an appointment. It take a few days to get an appointment. So I went in to my primary care physician and got an appointment. And he said, well, we think that I think it's maybe just some tissue.
Okay.
Just some breast tissue. He said, but we're going to be on the safe side, so we're just going to go ahead and make an appointment. Well, it takes a minute, take a couple weeks. So got me an appointment, went in, and I didn't take anybody with me. This one, because I thought that I've done this before.
Yeah,
just
it's
gonna
gonna
go
be fine.
in, go through the routine. So I didn't take my husband with me. Nobody went with me. So I went in and had the exam, but I knew how it went. So when they took me to the other room, another room, and I wasn't able to leave, I knew something was wrong.
Yeah.
And it startled me. I was like, uh-oh. This is not the way it's supposed to be.
Yes.
I said, something is wrong. So they took me in another room, and began to make another appointment.
Yes.
Well, about this time, I started getting really panicky. So then, went through the procedure, cried all the way to the car because I knew something wasn't right. This wasn't normal. Went to the car, went home, told my family. They said, we're going to schedule you for a biopsy. So. They was rushing, it wasn't like another month.
Yeah.
So that next week they scheduled me for a biopsy, and of course that whole week I don't even remember, that whole week was really cloudy. Because, of course what you're thinking.
Yes.
So I went for my biopsy, and that was very scary.
Yes.
That was very scary, but went through that. And then the nurse, after I finished with that, immediately they took me into the doctor's office. And it seemed like that room was the dark room.
Yes.
It was very, very, very scary. She took me in there. The reason why it was darker because she wanted to show me my x-ray.
That's right.
So I went in there and she began to show me the mass. So I went through all of those procedures. I cried, I prayed, but you know, my mother, we brought up in the church.
Yes.
And I had to grab hold to my faith.
That's right.
And grab hold to them prayers.
Yes,
and,
yes.
know, all those things that you do, you know, when you grow up a Christian.
Yes, right.
So that's what I did. I had to rely on my faith, my family, and just go through.
Yes.
You know, go through. I asked God, I said, please don't let me look like what I'm going through.
Yes.
And I asked, you know, I wanted to work. I worked through all out. But my thing today, I would like to tell people to just please get your mammograms.
Yes.
Whenever it's time, whenever your doctor tells you it's time, if you're of age,
Yes, right.
men and women, definitely get your mammograms, do your self-exams. You can go on the Cancer Society website and it will tell, because I'm not a doctor, I'm not a nurse, but
Yes,
it
ma'am.
will tell you how to do your exams,
breast check.
go in the shower, do your checks, and don't be afraid to go to the doctor.
That's right. I be telling people all the time. Now, like, we women, we supposedly to give our annual checkups every year.
Right.
Your doctor pretty much will tell you basically how to do your breast exam checks.
right.
So we should do that often.
Right.
A lot of times, I'm gonna use me for example. I have a mass, but it's not cancerous. Maybe due to a lot of things. I like to eat a lot of chocolate, caffeine, stuff like that. A couple times it's been scary for me. You know what I'm saying? I came in there, I had to go through do the procedure like you. Pretty much called me back, said, Miss Phillips, this don't look right. I said, now wait a minute now. Let me come back after I have my cycle month. You know what I'm saying? Because my breasts get tender when your body is changing. Your breasts get tender when you have your cycle time or whatever. So I was like, give me a chance to let that go away, then I come back and make a appointment then, you know what I'm saying? So once I did that, then they understood what I was saying. So they was like, well, Ms. Phillips, what you like to eat a lot of chocolate? I'm guilty.
Yeah.
I'm guilty. I like chocolate, I like caffeine, and we get like that when we in that time. So pretty much, basically,
that's what happened to me. It was right around the time, and that's what you think. You know, you're tender because of that.
Yes.
But at that time, I was almost pushing going into menopause. So
Okay.
I was skipping. So you know that was the case with me, and that's what women think.
That's
but,
right.
You know, I'm just here to say, just make
sure.
Go and
Yes,
make sure.
yes, and that's exactly what I
makes
did.
a
I was like, well, let me go check. And I said, and it's been like 2 times in a row that I had to experience that. That I had to go back and get checked twice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Both times. So they told me what I can take or what I can use to pretty much to, you know, kind of get rid of the tenderness. The mass is going to be there, but it's not having enlarged or anything like that. But I'm just here to say that we all have to do this. We have to get checked. We have to take care of ourselves. There's no way around this. You know, this is life. I mean, we do have to get checked and we have to take care of ourselves health-wise and all. I couldn't tell you there's no other way to get away from it. You know what I'm saying? We don't know where it really come from.
Right, because I had a genetic test and I was shocked to find out, even though there are people in my family, my age and older, that have had breast cancer.
Yes.
And so I did do the genetic testing and I do not have the gene.
Yes, right.
So it was very shocking to me to know that, you know, that's why you need to go through every step that you're supposed to go through.
Yes, right.
Because I don't have the gene, but I got breast cancer.
Yes, right.
It happens.
It can happen. Mm-hmm.
Definitely, you know, you're right. Go where you're supposed to go. Don't skip.
Yes, yes.
Go every year or whenever your doctor, you know. I go every year. I do not skip.
That's right. That's right. That's
all.
right.
So,
in the process of then you had the mass, and was it painful or was it
no
pain?
Nothing indicated that there was breast cancer. I'm saying other than me finding it.
Yeah.
And I found that mine was the size of a quarter, and I was right at the end of stage 1, about to go in stage 2. And so what they did with mine, the type of that I had ductal carcinoma, and they were trying to decide, because I was getting ready to go into stage 2, they were trying to decide, should I have the surgery first to remove it, or should I have chemo first?
Yes.
And so they decided that they were going to shrink mine with the chemo, and then I had 6 months of chemo, and then after that they removed the breast, and then I had another 12 rounds of chemo.
Okay. So how long has this been going on? I mean, how long have you been experiencing what you had to do, the biopsy and all that? How long has it been?
Okay, so I was diagnosed March of 2018. There was 2 months of trying to decide, should I do chemo or should I get it removed? So I started chemo in May of 2018.
Okay.
And then September, I had my last evasive, because there's 2 types of chemo. There's a lot of different chemos.
Yeah.
You have the one set that takes your hair out, makes your head black and all of that.
Yes.
Then you have another set that you can function, you know,
okay.
where you're going and you don't even really know there's chemo. It's like a preventative.
Okay.
And so, and I actually still take a pill.
Okay.
Too.
Okay.
But anyway, I went through 6 months of the really tough,
tough time.
and then 12 months. But you know, I'm still here.
Okay,
Thank God.
that's
But yeah,
God.
so probably I would say maybe 12 months.
So
treatment.
for a year.
Yeah,
Okay. So now that have you went back? What are they saying about you now?
So I've gone for this March. I went for my 3rd follow-up visit, and I'm good.
All right, that's what I'm talking about.
Yes.
I mean, you just don't know how God brings us out of different things, and it's a testimony to tell others, to help others. This is what this show is about, to help y'all to know that y'all need to go and get checked.
Yes.
This is very important. We talk about it. You've seen the movies. BET just lighting it up all month long about Breast Cancer Awareness Week, letting everybody know we have so many survivors out here. We have the marathons. We have the walk of Sister Strut and all of them. And this is serious, y'all. We have so many people that are breast cancer survivors that we have a testimony. Some are worse than others. Some are just a minor thing, but just to know that you are a walking testimony is a blessing by itself. I'm telling y'all. I have seen so many people that went through it had end up getting it again and you know, surviving again a second round. I mean, you know, you just don't never know, but always continue to keep getting checked.
Yes.
Don't stop, you know, just because it went away and, you know, and it's gone, don't never think it may not come back. Everything happened for a reason.
Yes.
But you still have to go get checked. Make sure y'all take your exams. Every year, we women supposed to get checked now. Now, if y'all ain't getting checked, something wrong with you. I'm telling you, mama should have told you, you know what I'm saying? Look, gal, young lady.
That's right.
Go to the doctor, get checked, because you have children. When you have children, you're supposed to go anyway. So if you had some chillings, make sure you go get your annual checkup. Throughout it all, man, we all have to check ourselves regardless, you know what I'm saying? And even when we are young and not even at the age, they still do your breast check. Yeah, you notice that if you're young, they still do your breast check. You never know. You don't know when it may happen. It may happen at a young age. It may not happen at a young age, but we still go get checked throughout. Man, I'm just so happy that you're here to tell your testimony about what happened to you. So it inspire others to go get checked. Just, you know, don't be scared about it, you know what I'm saying? I mean, just pray. If you pray to God and you know this man above have really protect you and shield you and then lift you through it all, he can lift you through anything. I'm telling you, I'm a living testimony. She's a living testimony. We got another guest gonna live a testimony. I'm telling you, this is something serious, y'all. And I always say, when we go through things in life and we overcome it, it feels good to be able to talk about it, to be a testimony, to tell somebody else about what you experience, because a lot of people can't handle certain things.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm in this day and age, a lot of people ain't handling a lot of things, okay?
Yeah.
They ain't handling death well, they're not handling this pandemic well. We losing people by the millions. You know, I'm just saying, they just dropping, everybody's gone. And I mean, and you know, we are not promised on this earth. But we supposed to be an example for each one of us, supposed to be an example for each other. You know what I'm saying? So we supposed to let somebody know. I always tell people, if I can't save one life, then I'm not supposed to be doing nothing that God told me not to do. I'm not living right. You know what I'm saying? We all supposed to be able to say at least one. At least one, y'all. Tell him about God. Tell somebody whose soul is lost. People have lost their soul and their mind. They said and forgot about that man above.
Yeah.
I'm just being honest. People have forgot about God.
Yeah.
They have really just let the devil just take over their mindset, and boom, they gone. They sitting around saying, I'm giving up on life. I don't have nothing to live for. I'm like, what? Wait a minute. So you telling me God brought you on this earth so you can just harm yourself? Do you really think God has brought you down here to harm yourself? I don't think so. God have a plan for each one of us in our life to do something that's going to help others. Other people don't even know. Sometimes if you're a very talkative person that like to speak and other different young people and tell them different things, guess what? You're doing a job that God asked you to do. Whether it's straight them in the right direction, or if you don't know too much about God, but still, somebody getting like you. Yeah. We all go through our trials and tribulations where we don't know, where we have these downfalls and we get up.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And we're able to tell people about our testimonies. Man, always uplift somebody. Don't ever knock a person down, make them feel like they're less of a person, because we all got to go through something in life, and we going to all need somebody to be there to be supportive for us.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? People be sitting up there thinking like, okay, well, so-and-so did me like this, I ain't done good for them. Nah, baby, because you might need that person that's got kicked down. You better get yourself together and just uplift that person. Pray for that person. Give them strength and encouragement. Everybody needs it. I'm telling you, so many people are dealing with mental illness. So many people are dealing with depression, financial difficulties. Man, I'm telling you right now, I'm telling y'all, man, talk to these people. If you hear them saying anything about they want to do anything to harm others and harm their self, speak life into them. Tell them the reason why they should be here.
That's right.
Tell them the reason why they should be talking to God, and tell them, God, just, man, I trust you.
That's it.
That's what you're supposed to say. Now, pretty much that's what she told God, I trust you.
Yes.
Because my body belongs to you. It don't belong to nobody else but you. So when you brought me down in this earth to be a living testimony for you, then here I am able to speak, and you're able to speak tonight on the Monee Phillips show to tell your testimony. And I am so grateful to actually have this show, y'all. Y'all just don't know. I mean, everything that I do for a reason. And this is a platform that God has really put me in a position to able to talk and really help others. And everybody that came in here said, Monee, you have to get your talking has getting stronger, dealing with different things. And I said, because God told me, when I give you this platform, I want you to help someone. So that's why I said, if I could just say one, baby, if I leave this earth, I can actually say, I did what God asked me to do. You know what I'm saying? So when I turn around and bring people on this show, it's to help y'all, to help. And I know each one of y'all watch this show and be able to say, Monee show will be bringing them folks on this show, and they are telling us what we need to learn every day. So make sure y'all go get checked. If you have any valuable information you want to tell them how they can go by getting checked, or what they first thing they need to do to go get checked.
Well, first of all, definitely go to your primary care physician. You can start there. That's where I went. Immediately, primary care physician, and then they will refer you if they think that is something abnormal, or just in my case, he just thought it was tissue.
Yeah.
But to be on the safe side, and if they don't send you nowhere else, ask them. If they don't, if that's the end of it, and you don't feel comfortable, tell them, or find another way to get your mammogram.
Yeah.
Because they will You know, I know I heard someone say one time they were talking about insurance or whatever, but there's things out there.
Oh, yeah.
Things out there
Yeah.
for you to be able to get
help. Yes,
Don't
right.
let that be it. There's a lot.
And if you don't have a primary doctor, please get one.
Yes.
You should have one. Everybody should have one in this day and age of what's going on. You should be able to, instead of going to Baptist Manor, you should be able to have your own private doctor, okay? Make sure y'all do that. This is very important. If you have not done that, do that. That's important. You know what I'm saying? You want to always be able to be checked and be able to get taken care of at a decent manner. You know, just like she said, she had skipped and, you know, came back, it was in stage 2. You see what I'm saying? So you want to be able to know what's going on with you so they can help you right on hand. And I don't care if my pinky toe broke. I'm there. If I got arthritis, look, I just left. I told y'all last week I've been having pain in this arm, and every time I promise you, every time the rain come, it get worse. But I done got tendonitis in this arm, in this wrist. But I know God always make a way, and He always heal me. I'm still doing the show. You know what I'm saying? Be in pain, but I still be doing the show. You know, still be at work. But you know, I know that God, He got me doing this for a reason. So that's why I can't never miss it, because I know God have a plan and a goal for me for the Monee Phillips Show. So look, y'all, we have another guest in the house, and like I told y'all, it's not just the women that have breast cancer. We have men that have breast cancer. So we're gonna get another testimony going on with my next guest in the house. So we're gonna take a small commercial break, and we'll be right back on the Monee Phillips Show Breast Cancer Awareness Week show.
I'm all in it. You be on my back like a cardigan. Call her again, I'm in love with your friend. We be doing dirt, you hide the evidence. It's evident that you ready to ride. Hop up in my Jeep and put your pride to the side. Go against the gang, you must be ready to hide. Swinging on the corner, bang my tail till it pops. I thought I was a goner, pledge to your honor. Burn marijuana, deep diamond is on her. Hotter than the sauna, I met her at Salada. Balla baby Prada, she popped it for the $1. Don't stick around, you should save yourself. But you can hit my phone if you need some help. Don't stick around, you should save yourself. But you can hit my phone if you need some help. I'm feeling sad, tall in it, I'm all in it.
The Monee Phillips Show.
You got it, girl.
You got it.
You got it, girl.
You got it.
You got it, girl.
You got
You
it.
the best. You the best. You the best. You the best. You got it, girl.
You got it.
You got it, girl.
You got it.
You the best. You the best. You the best. You the best. You got it, girl. You got it, girl. You got it, girl. You got it, girl.
The Monee Phillips Show. Raw and uncut conversation. Every Friday night, 7:30 behind the scenes, 8 o'clock showtime. Bring your A game.
Yes, sir, we back. I know y'all digging and taking in all this information. We got another special guest bringing in some more support for this breast cancer awareness week. Monee, take it away.
Yes, we are back on the Monee Phillips Show. This is Breast Cancer Awareness Week, and we have another survivor in the house. Like I told y'all, it's just not only women that get breast cancer. We have a man that gets breast cancer. Men get breast cancer too, so they get checked also. So we have a special guest in the house. Mr. Stars is in the house. Come on the Monee Phillips Show. Welcome.
What's up?
Hey, thank you for coming. All right, I know them knees are getting up on these chairs. Well, thank you for coming on the Monee Phillips Show. Man, this is the first time, I guess, to actually a man will be able to talk about breast cancer. I mean, this is very enlightening, because I mean, we always have the women on here. So just to have you here, Mr. Starks, I think that this is very important for the men to know about it. So tell people a little bit about yourself and talk about this breast cancer.
Well, I'm a 3-time breast cancer survivor.
Okay.
And started my journey in 2013. Had a car accident, and when I went to the hospital, they did a chest X-ray and noticed a spot on my chest. And they sent me to my primary care physician. Once I went to my primary care physician, he sent me to an oncologist. When I went to the oncologist, he did a biopsy the first time. It came back negative, nothing. I went home for about 2 or 3 weeks. It came back the size of a walnut, pecan, some of that nature, a quarter. And I went back to the doctor, and my doctor, he sent me to another oncologist. This oncologist did a biopsy, and it came back that I had breast cancer. We had words. Before he went and got the results, we were just joking. So I thought when he came in the room and told me I had breast cancer, you know, we had words.
Yeah.
I thought he was joking with me, but he said, "No, Mr. Stacks, you have breast cancer." And within a week, I was in surgery.
Wow.
I did that first time. I just did surgery, and they got all the cancer. So I was for 6 years. I was cancer free. Went to a family reunion in Atlanta. Started feeling lethargic again, not wanting to get out of bed. You can go to bed at night at a decent hour and sleep 8, 10, 9, 10 hours, and when you wake up the next morning, you still feel like you hadn't been asleep.
Yeah.
And that's what I was feeling while I was out of town. And I told my cousin, we were on the boat, I remember like yesterday, I said, it feels like my cancer's back. And I immediately got back to Memphis and went and got checked out. And once I got checked out, it was back. So it was aggressive. It's in stage 3. They immediately, I had surgery again for the second time. They scheduled 27 rounds of chemo.
Wow.
Did 27 rounds of chemo, and I was cancer free again. So that was in 2019. I had went for a 6-week checkup. I was negative. I went for a 3-month checkup. I was negative, and I went for a 6-month checkup. And when I got there for a 6-month checkup, they advised me that I was positive for breast cancer again. For the third time. This time it had come back because I had no fatty tissue because they removed the fatty tissue the first 2 times. So I had no fatty tissue this time, and it had come back under my muscle and almost attached itself to my bone.
Wow.
And so they immediately started treating it very aggressively because they didn't want it to penetrate my bone.
Yeah.
So they put me through 32 rounds of radiation.
Wow.
And when I went in that 3rd time, it was very scary.
Yes, I can imagine. I mean, just best to hand the bone area.
I had a lot of fear because my doctors could not hide the fear on their face. When the nurses came in, the doctors came in to inform me the 3rd time, you know, they're very professional, so they always have up news for you. I don't care how grave it looks. They have an upbeat attitude. But this time, you can see the concern on their face. It was a very scary moment. And but I thank God that God brought me.
Oh yes. I mean, I'm telling y'all right now, just to hearing his testimony and just to imagine coming back that many times and being announced that you have it and it came back, and I was just talking about that it can possibly come back, you know what I'm saying, but you know, you kept going and getting treated for it. You're here today to tell a testimony. That's an unbelievable testimony. You're a walking testimony. God has brought you here to actually tell your story and to tell others, you know what I'm saying. It can happen to men, y'all. It's very important that y'all get checked, you know what I'm saying. Men do not like to go to the doctor. I don't know why, but I feel like if your pinky toe hurt, you need to go to the doctor. I'm just being honest.
But there's a man mantra that if it's not hurting or if it's not bothering me, I'm not bothering you.
I done seen men try to heal their own bone. They'll break something and they'll say, I'm fine. Now just leave me alone now. Just let me go. And be here and the whole toe be crooked. Going this way. You be like, now how you heal it? But I'm just being honest with y'all, man. It's very important that men go get checked for everything. We just not only have breast cancer. The men don't have breast cancer. You have liver, you have your kidneys, you have everything, prostate. Man, y'all know these men and all the men, they ain't even going to get checked for prostate. They wait till the last minute till the doctor tell them they get it or they got a problem. You know what I'm saying? And then you need to change your diet. You know, all of these is very important as far as health-wise. You know what I'm saying? At this situation where we have this pandemic going on, you need to be very into your health. It's very important. Take vitamins, your iron, eat correctly. I'm not just trying to string off on the breast cancer because we don't never know how they come up. We just got through talking about we don't know how it may come up. You know what I'm saying? We don't even know what caused it. You know what I'm saying? It can just happen. But it's very important that you go get checked to get treated.
Also, the American Cancer Society approximate that about 2,165 men would get breast cancer next year.
Really?
And out of that 2,165, at least 585 approximately will die from breast cancer. And it's not because it's just so rampant, because male breast cancer is only 1% of society, but because of the lack of knowledge, because people don't know and men don't know the symptoms and the signs of it. And like you said, most men, if it's not hurting me, if it's not got me down, I won't check.
Or don't really know.
And then when they finally go to the doctor, it's in the 3rd or 4th stage and it's too late.
It's too late.
So to fight this horrible disease in men, we just need to know and know how to self-check.
Yes, right.
And I get the question all the time, how do you self-check in men?
In men,
and it's the same way.
It's the same way.
Woman.
Okay.
And if you feel some normal in your nipple, because it's in your nipple area. And if you feel some abnormality, some hard that feels almost not jelly, but almost hard, like a pecan or a walnut or the size of a nickel, you need to go get a check. And like I said, don't hurt until it's in the 4th stage and it starts leaking.
Wow.
And it's called puckering, when your nipple puckers out and it swells, or it puckers inward, and the nipple retracts in. Those are signs as well as male breast cancer, and it also in women as well.
So right now, so you breast cancer survivor now.
Yes.
And pretty much, what kind of, did you take the pills or did you just actually do the hard chemo that she has taken?
I am on, I did the hard chemo. I did 27 rounds of chemo. During my chemo, I lost my fingernails, I lost my toenails, I lost my hair.
Wow.
I couldn't get out the bed most nights. If it wasn't for the 3 F's, I call it the 3 F's. Faith, family, and friends.
That's right.
I wouldn't have made it.
That's right.
And I just thank God for having good family members and having good friends that came by on those days that I couldn't get out the bed. And made sure they cleaned my house and fixed food for me. And the little small things that I would normally be able to do, I just couldn't do.
That's right.
And I thank God for those friends coming by and doing those things. So when I was going through chemo, nobody told me how chemo was going to be. They give you a general overview, but nobody really sit down because I didn't have that support system yet that I have now. You have to build that support system. And people don't know that there's a support system out there that will support you doing this. Right now I have 2 people that are going through, one guy is going through chemo and radiation at the same time. And it's just little things I've learned through this journey. You know, and you want to reach out and call, don't call. This is a tip, don't call. You know, because I may have just went to sleep. And it takes a toll on your body. And when you go to sleep, so what I do is we text each other. When he wakes up, he'll see it. And it's just encouragement, hey, you can make it through this day. The song that got me through all of my tough times and my bad days is Leandrew Days. And when that song come on, it just did something for me. And I knew that if I just held on to tomorrow, that everything was going to be
all right.
And that's what really got me through those hard days of laying in the bed and not being able to move. But I knew that if I just held out to tomorrow, that better days were coming.
You're right. Yeah, I promise you, I understand where he's going through. My mom had bone cancer. My mama was a very strong woman. I never in my life thought that my mama would be diagnosed with bone cancer. My mama kept it from us because she was our backbone. She was the woman and the man in the household with 5 children. I always looked at her as being this tough woman. And I find myself as being just like her, you know what I'm saying? I can move this, I can do this. And just to know that she had that, I still to this day still don't know how, you know what I'm saying? Because it don't run into our family, right. You know what I'm saying? But I know that I'm anemic, my mom was anemic, and I know that I decided to go ahead and get checked for your bones, to get your bone checked. And I found out that my vitamin D was low. So I just wanted to know where it heads and where it starts from. Going through that stage, my mom, like I said, my mom was a very strong woman, so she pretty much didn't want no help. You know what I'm saying? So I do understand where it coming from. A lot of people that get sick, they be like, I'm not telling nobody.
But it's good to tell somebody.
Yeah.
Because you need help.
Yeah.
Especially when you're going through, and I think any cancer survivor can tell you, when you're going through, there are days that you just don't.
You can't get
moving or doing nothing.
And my mom, I promise you, I had sit there and watched her try to hold that. It triggered to other things for her having a slight stroke and more. I never forget it. I was like, Mom, I'm like, something wrong. You're not answering the door. Just let me get to the door. It took my mama 8 hours to come to the door. I sat there. I told her I'm gonna call the fire department, ambulance. My mama said, no, don't call, don't do it. My mama came in that door. She was weak to her knees. But when I said, Mama, I cannot allow you to be here in this home by yourself like this, something didn't happen to you. And they were so happy that I brought her to the doctor because she had a stroke. Didn't know she had a stroke. And then that's when I found out that she had bone cancer and didn't tell nobody. So she had to trust somebody. She didn't want to trust. Now she didn't want, my daughter gotta be the one. And I ended up being there for her. I was pregnant at all. I took her to these treatments. I watched over her and cared for my mom. My mom told me, I never thought that I would have my daughter to be the one to take care of me. She said, I was glad that I have a daughter. Because, you know what I'm saying, I got all brothers, so I'm the only girl. So pretty much, just taking that time or actually doing that was something to me that I had learned. And I just only didn't learn that by her having bone cancer. I experienced it with my son's great-grandmother. She had breast cancer and she had bone cancer. So it was something that I had already seen from somebody else that I was able to take care of my mom. So sometimes when you be around people, you just pay attention to things because you never know. You might be the one that have to help somebody else in a situation that was, involved with somebody else. Right. So by me seeing that, I was able to take care of my mom. Right. I knew what was happening to her. I knew what the doctor was going to say. I knew they was going to come up with, she could get a rod put in her hip and it's going to help. I was like, no, Mom, but it was too late. My mom had went on and did that. We went through that stage. I remember my mom coming out in remitted stage where she was able to get herself together again and drive. At that time, I had my little girl. I had birth of my baby. My mama drove to the hospital. I was, Mom, what you doing here? She said, I come see my see my grandbaby. Only girl grandbaby I have, the only girl I have. So that was my last memory of my mom. Actually got a chance to see my daughter be born, but after that she got sick again. I thank God for able to be there for my mom and actually took care of my mom. That's how I know that God has something for me. You know what I'm saying? To be able to take care of your parent. And my mama always told me, you're going to be something good. You're going to be something great to your kids along with everybody else. God got a plan for you. And I know that. You know what I'm saying? So right now when I see what I'm going through and what I'm dealing with, I get stronger by the moment because I experienced all this with my mom. And my mom was very strong when it came with that Bible, when it came with God. You know what I'm saying? It was just in us. and we know. And when I talk and I speak among other people that's going through, I know I'm speaking through what my mom had taught me, and I get stronger by the moment. So I am so glad that you're here to tell your testimony, the strength to be encouraged to other people that's going through, because that's how you be able to help others people. You know what you got to do to help them. Like you said, text them, check on them, give them some uplifting words.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we can't get out the bed when you're sick like that. You know what I'm saying? But just to know that you're there. You know what I'm saying?
System.
Yes. I said, please, if you can, get somebody to help y'all. Don't ever feel like you're alone. Don't ever feel like nobody won't be there for you. Don't ever think that, I want everybody in my business. I'm telling y'all have to have some help when you're dealing with this type of illness. It's very severe to do this.
Let me tell you about the situation where, like I said, I told you nobody told me about how to go through chemo. And when I went through my first day, they had volunteers, and the volunteer brought me a blanket. They had brought me the nurses had brought me these little white blankets, but they got cold within 10 minutes of them giving it to me. They get them at the warmer, and she bought me 4 or 5 of them, but they still got cold because I was getting this medicine pumped into my system, and it was killing my white blood cells, so it made me extremely cold. And so this man brought me a blanket, and the volunteer. It was a little ugly blanket, but it made such a difference in my treatment.
Wow.
And like I said, I learned as I go through what are the needs of a cancer patient.
That's
one
right.
of them is a blanket.
That's right.
It brings so much comfort,
It does.
especially when you're going through chemo. The little bottles of water, the little snack crackers.
Yes.
You're sitting there for 3 hours getting this
to get
medication
treatment.
pumped into you, so you get hungry. And so those little water. So if you want to help out, just stop by any West Cancer Center or any cancer patient in your neighborhood. And drop off some blankets or drop off some water, or drop off some snacks. That would really help a cancer patient.
Yes, it does.
We created at my company is called Pink Ain't What You Think.
Yes.
And we created a thing called Blanket of Love campaign, and we gave out blankets. And November the 6th, the AKAs are going to go to the West Cancer Center and drop off pink blankets in our honor of Pink Ain't What You Think from 11:08 to 12:08 on November the 6th at the West Cancer Center.
Okay. So tomorrow you have an event you're doing tomorrow.
Yes. We'll be at the corner of Poplar and Highland. Collecting funds for my company, which is called Pink Ain't What You Think. And we'll be at Poplar and Ridgeway at the same time, 2 different groups, but working for the same cause, male breast cancer. I'll be with the American Cancer Society Real Men Wear Pink campaign. We'll be collecting money there for that campaign. So we'll be working 2 locations, collecting funds so we can help other people in this situation.
All right, Mr. Starks. If you can tell the people if they can't meet you, if you can donate, can you give them information where they can contact you?
Well, for the TV land, you can reach me at Pink Ain't What You Think at P.O. Box 613-409, Memphis, Tennessee 38101. Again, that's Pink Ain't What You Think, Memphis, P.O. Box 613-409, Memphis, Tennessee 38101. Or you can Cash App us at Cash App $ Pink Ain't What You Think, or Venmo us at Pink Ain't What You Think. Again, that is Pink Ain't What You Think.
All right, man. Look, make sure y'all support Breast Cancer Awareness Week. Donate. I know we all contribute through our jobs. We have, fundraisers and different things that we contribute out of our checks and stuff, and how we support each other. And like you said, those blankets means a lot to those breast cancer survivors, people that go get their treatments. That's very important. The water. I watched my mom go through all that, so I do know what he's talking about. I was actually back there with my mom and watching and seeing so many patients there that love to talk about their testimony, just to meet other people there that's going through what everybody is going through when they go through the treatment. And
it's like a family.
Yes, it is, and just be supportive with them. They need encouragement, they need that strength, strength and guidance. Is nothing wrong with showing them love and attention that they need at that time. It's a delicate thing, y'all. It's so delicate, just little small things. Like I said, going in there and getting your breast exam is very important. Like I said, I have to go this month myself. So, just to let y'all know that I know it gets scary at times, when you go get checked, you be like, oh, Lord, just let me go and get it over with now. Don't call me back. And I was like, and then I try to beat them to the punch. Now, look now. And they be like, it's going to be fine, Miss Phillips. I was like, yes, ma'am, it sure live. Mama, I'm calling my mama. But I'm just telling y'all, God has watched over all of us to go through a situation in our life, and I don't care what it is. I don't give a doggone if it's, you are going down to your last look of your last dollar. God always find a way to help us, to make a way. And you got to believe in Him. You got to trust Him. You got to know that you trust in God, that He will bring you out through anything. I have 2 testimonies, survivors here tonight. I am so honored to have y'all on the Monee Phillips show to talk about this. I always told y'all I always have something special on the show to help y'all, so y'all can know what is procedures and what to do to help y'all self. You know what I'm saying? Every time in October, this is very important. You want to know the severity of why you should go get checked. Well, that's why I had the breast cancer show this week. I had it last year. We had a whole lot of other breast cancer survivors. But just to actually have a man to talk about this is very important, because he wants y'all to know that men gets it too. And to go through the stages that he went through, and actually be here as a living testimony to talk about this, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, you just got to say, you got to praise God for this one. You know what I'm saying? Because, man, 3 to 4 times? 3 times? Thank you, Lord. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? That's all you can say. You can say, thank you, God, for this opportunity to tell somebody, to help someone that's going through. Like I said, support his foundation. Pink ain't what you think. Make sure y'all support him and give a donation. And like I said, make sure that y'all check on loved ones. And if you need help, you need someone to go with you to the doctor. That's important. You may not be able to go to the back, but you can be able to be supportive of them when they're going, because a lot of people get scared and say, I ain't going. I ain't going. Now you got these people right here say, I ain't going no doctor. No way. They're going to have to just go ahead and let me fall on down. You know how them folks say. I ain't taking no chemo. I ain't taking no. I'm telling y'all, we have people that say, I ain't going to do that now. I ain't going to do that. But you just don't never know what can help you progress. We have people that's on here today to actually be a living witness. What if they said, I'm not doing, no. They won't be able to tell y'all, the experiences of what they've been dealing with on the day. Only the strongest survive. I tell y'all every day, it's a spiritual warfare going on this year alone, last year alone, on everything dealing with mental health, mental illness, depression, your health, and it's all about faith in God. So y'all got to make sure y'all pray every night. Thank God for waking y'all up every morning, because everybody's not able to wake up, you know what I'm saying? And throughout the day, and pray with your children. Get your children in knowing God, because, baby, these children don't know God. They lost out here. And you wonder why they having mental issues and mental problems, depression. They don't have nobody to talk to. So you got to be able to be the one to tell them about God, because a lot of them don't know, y'all. So you just can't leave them out. You know what I'm saying? They part of our generations and what's coming about right now. All of us leaving here. So, what we got left is them. And if they don't know God, then what this world going to be? Right. You know what I'm saying? So y'all got to let them know, because they're going to be going through what we going through for sure right now. So y'all, look, I hope y'all enjoyed this Breast Cancer Survivor show. I wanted to make sure y'all get y'all breast cancer check. It is a perfect time to go find out if you never have it done before. It's perfect time to go and ask your primary care doctor, how can you go by getting checked. Tell me you heard on the Monee Phillips show that she told me I need to go get checked. And I'm here today to go get checked. Make sure y'all do that. And if y'all got to see the survivors on the show tonight, if y'all need to contact them, or I can head y'all in the direction so y'all can talk to them. They'll tell y'all what y'all need to do that may lift you and help you throughout the journey that they are experiencing in life, and and other people that have been going through the same thing. So I hope y'all enjoy this show. Like next week we will have domestic violence. So y'all know it's domestic violence month too. Of course, we've been going through that. It's been hot and heavy. Last year, it's been hot and heavy. Domestic violence is real, y'all. People are getting angry, and they are killing the girlfriends, the boyfriends, the children. Y'all, I'm telling you, it's a spiritual warfare with a mindset, what they thinking. And y'all have to be able to be lifted. If y'all notice some things that's going on that is a red flag, because I've been seeing them posting these red flags on Facebook, and y'all know some red flags going on, man, get some help. Please get some help. And I know it's easy to say it and done, because we all have been through situations in our life that we couldn't even walk out of, including myself. I've been through it y'all. I've been through it. So, just make sure y'all talk to someone, get y'all some help. As many people that y'all can get some help from. But we'll be talking about that next Friday night. So look, check in on the Monee Phillips Show. We air every Friday night at 8 p.m. on Comcast 17, Comcast 31. We also on Smart TV, y'all, on Roku, Fire TV, Apple TV. Y'all can download the app, SVP Network, and then make sure y'all check us out on YouTube. Get them YouTube numbers up, y'all. Check us out, SVP Network. We're on YouTube. Also, y'all can check out your live interview and performance that y'all did on the show. Man, I'm so grateful to actually have this show this week, and I hope y'all got some lessons learned tonight. And thank you, Mr. Stars, and thank you, Mrs. White, for coming on the Monee Phillips Show. Until then, we will see y'all next Friday night at 8 p.m. for another dope show. Turn it up, DJ! Or whatever DJ gonna turn it up. He ain't ready. Have a good night, y'all.
The Monee Phillips Show.
You got it, girl. You got it, girl. You got it, girl. You got it. You the best. You the best. You the best. You the best.